Good morning, dear students. As you know that every subject required some basic fundamentals concept to understand the subject properly. That's why before starting any chapter, today I will talk about some fundamentals in terms of a topic, that is some basic concepts and needs to learn and understands the nature of chemistry of class 12th. In this topic I will be discuss some fact which help you to learn every chapter of chemistry in class 12th. Fact number 1. Everyone have to know this, that is how to fill the electron in orbital. As you know that about the electronic configuration, it may be defined as the distribution of electrons in a cell and subcell is called electronic configuration. To fill the electrons in the orbitals, some rules are given, out of which the most common rule is Above rule. As you know that Above is not a name of scientist, it is a German word which means to build up. According to this rule, electrons are filled in the various orbitals in the increasing order of their energies. That is, the orbitals having lowest energy will be filled first and the orbital having highest energy will be filled last. This concept can be understood by writing the orbitals in the given sequence. First of all, you have to write 1s, below this you write 2s, 2p, below this you write 3s, 3p, 3d, then 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f. Like that you have to write these number and subcell up to 7th. Just start from the 1s. You move just like a snake in spiral sequence. Those come first in your way, you have to fill first. This gives a sequence of increasing atomic orbital for multi-electron atom given as follows: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 2p, 3s, 3p, like that. One more thing you have to know that about the subcell and maximum number of electrons in that subcell. S contains maximum 2 electrons, P contains maximum 6 electrons, D contains maximum 10 electrons and F contains maximum 14 electrons. Now we take one example, phosphorus, atomic number 15. So first of all we have to fill 1s, the maximum electrons 2, then 2s, maximum electron 2, then 2p 6, then 3s2, and then 3p 3. Like this, you have to take many number of examples of element and write the electronic configuration. This electronic configuration help you to find the number of block in which block element belong, group number, and also number of periods. Just look the phosphorus. Phosphorus last electron enter into p orbital. That's why it belong to the p subcell and it is the element of p block. Now look the number. The number is 3. This denote the principal quantum number, that is known as period number. The group number for p block element can be calculated by adding 10 into the s and p electron of outermost shell. Here s contain 2 electrons and p contain 3 electrons of outermost shell. We add 10, the group number is 15. Like that, you can find the group number, cell number, that is period number, and block for every element. This is must required for the coming chapters. Next, we have to know about the periodic table. In periodic table, we have to focus on down the group and left to right in the periodic table. The whole table basically belong to two type of properties. One, atomic radius down the group, and second, atomic radius from left to right. Down the group, what happens? You know that down the group atomic radius increases due to increase in number of cell. This increase metallic properties and decrease electronegativities. From left to right, atomic radius decreases due to increase in effective nuclear charge. As a result, non-metallic property increases and electronegativity also increases. From this point of view, you can find so many properties of elements and compound. Just like we are taking the example of sodium and chlorine. If anyone asks to you, out of sodium and chlorine, which is more electronegative, so just you have to arrange sodium and chlorine. They belong to third periods, and sodium come to the most of the left side and fluorine comes to the right side. So from left to right, what happens? Metallic radius, atomic radius decreases